I just had to have another conversation with a employee, a team member, to let him go. This is my third time having to fire somebody for my company. And here's what I learned. Standards are so integral to uphold and upkeep your employees to. Standards are the baseline minimum that you can tolerate and accept. And repeatedly, if a team member goes below a standard, it's a conversation that needs to happen about raising the standard. And if it isn't raised, then you have to simply make the act of integrity of the business, of the future business that you're trying to build, which is everyone is raising their standards continually. And if you don't see a team member continually raise their standards, then it's not the right fit. And so that's what happened with this team member. He was a media buyer for our company for the last year, just a year and a month actually. And it's been ups and downs for sure. He's definitely added value to our company, and his work has, in some ways it's propelled Clive forward, but in this recent stage of like growth and rapid scale and like high standards, like we said, that are needed and required for our company to grow past 7 figures, we can't tolerate consistent breaches of the standards that we're trying to upkeep. So this was a difficult process in terms of the transition, because right now we're actually in process of hiring a new media buyer, and having a conversation around that. So it's as an 18-year-old CEO, it's just, I wouldn't say strange anymore, to be honest, because I recorded a video when I first had to let someone go, like, ever in my life, like as a history of in my professional career as a business owner. But the third time now, I'm seeing patterns, and I'm definitely developing the skills of human recognition of not just potential, but like of upholding standards. That's more. I think Layla Hormozi says something along the lines of, you can't hire based on potential. You have to hire based on experience, of course, and like, can the person consistently commit to high standards? So that's the conversation I'm feeling right now. Honestly, relieved, mostly relieved. Of course, it's never an easy thing to have a conversation with someone, to like let them go. And so I'm just feeling a little bit of after effects of that right now, because I just had the conversation like 10 minutes ago. But I also feel relieved, and I feel relieved most importantly because, the team member, I was having to pour a lot. And let's say, like, I was consistently, I felt like I had to like micromanage and babysit the team member to like just do some minimum standard things, and it just took a lot of energy and time. So I feel that I'm relieved and hopeful on the new potential, and the new media buyer that we've hired, that's going to be a turnaround of higher standards and proactiveness and good communication, and really hoping for the future. So that's where I'm at right now. And I would say for the future, this is definitely a I think very good learning experience, so that I can learn for future businesses and future HR management type style situations, where I need to evaluate and understand if team members are not just the right role fit, but are they right culture fit? Are they bought into the vision? Are they actually not just keeping the standards, but they're consistently raising their standards on their own terms. Like that's one of the biggest things that will contribute exponential growth for any business is if the team consistently keeps each other, rising their standards and keeping other team members to continually rise and rise and rise, where everyone's just performing at a very high level. And that's what we want for our business, for our agency right now. So that's very good learning lesson. So yeah, November 25th, 2025, Elijah Kim, 18-year-old CEO, third member having to let go of the conversation, but definitely a good learning experience for sure. Thank you, God, for this experience. Thank you, Adonai in heaven. I'm just honored to be in this position and to have this learning experience. So, Elijah Kim, peace.